This is Fred Beck from Fred Talks Fighting, brought to you by Undisputed, available on Xbox and PlayStation. I'm joined on Zoom by Viddal Riley. Viddal, it's nice to see you again. You're looking well.
Hey,
How are you?
been alright, man. It's been a little while. How you doing?
Yeah, all good on my side. Just had the Misfits event in Derby, and then next month will be Jake Paul's event. So yeah, all busy on my side. But you're living life right now. You're doing a little bit of a press tour. I see you work quite a lot on my
Yeah,
YouTube For You page, doing a few interviews, being on Sky Sports, Talk Sport, and now thankfully my channel. But you sort of feel like you got the respect you deserve by winning the British title, and then no one really
yeah,
sees you as KSI's training anymore. They see you as a boxer, the champion, Vidal Riley.
yeah. No, that is that was a key thing. That was part of winning this title was that you can no longer dispute my placement, in the game. I'm ranked quite high in the world now. I'm ranked number two in the UK, the British champion. I've proven that, yeah, I chose the right side of the game and I'm good enough to be there.
Do you get a replica belt they give you, or does everyone share the same British title, the actual belt that you get when you win?
So you get the belt when you win, and then you return it back to the board.
And then
So you
do they not give you a replica version to hold for like the
no
stuff?
no no
We
no
don't.
no. So you will have one. I'm lucky enough that they've let me hold on to it longer than usual because I'm actually doing things with it. Like I'm promoting in every aspect that I can. So yeah, but normally you have to give the belt back, and then when you have a fight, then they'll bring the belt to the fight week.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. Is that the same for like the WBC titles, or what's entirely?
No, no,
I think it's
no. So
different. Yeah.
yeah, you'll get a replica title. You'll get your title to keep.
That's way better. That's way, way better that way.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
get them on
We'll
the
get
shelf on
there.
the back.
Hopefully we'll get there. We'll get there.
They can have them on the shelf on the back. You know, you can remove some other stuff and have something on the bell on the back. Will look pretty cool indeed. We'll start with this then. Is it for you yourself now and for your YouTube channel? You kind of do the talking commentary channel on R on Wheels with Leon, and then you do your
Mm,
combat sports fight stuff, kind of the weekly vlog leading up to your fight, the aftermath, or on Vidal Riley's channel.
yeah, yeah. So for me, it's like keeping the main channel at that quality. Keeping the main channel at that quality, and wanting to make more cinematic content, and then for the everyday stuff. Me and Leon just ranting. Yeah, I'm happy to see like Rome Wills have his cult following. You know what I mean? I'm happy to see Rome Wills have his cult following. And from my main channel, I know people will come to see stuff about fights, but it's just about building it to other content as well.
No, it's a smart way to go about it. Have a commentary kind of slash podcast channel and then have your own stuff. So doing the documentary stuff, which is really cool to see as well. It's like
Yeah.
not the high quality stuff on your channel and the good kind of funny commentary stuff on R and Will's. But
Right.
was it sort of frustrating for you the last few years, seeing the people you'd fought in the amateurs do so well and get the credit, and you're still coming up on the way up, and now you got the credit you deserve, but on the way up, was it kind of frustrating seeing the people like Daniel Dubois you had beaten a few years ago? Getting all the money, getting the belts, getting the kind of the fame, the credit from the fans, and you were still working your way up, and now you finally got that.
No, everyone's there because they work for it. So I never looked at it like, oh, I beat you in amateurs. How comes you have got this far and I'm behind and people are calling me a YouTuber? Like I've never thought that. I've always just thought to myself, these guys have been working at it for a long time. They stuck on one path, which wasn't to coach JJ and get into crossover. So they've just been consistent on their journey. Where I had that little phase that came about and it took me away from being on what they were on. So I just think it's a matter of journeys, man. Everyone's journey is different, but I'm not envious or jealous about anyone because everyone's had to work to get to where they are. No one's giving it to them.
No, that's very true. That's a good answer to answer the question. And then for your plan now, have you had a chance to kind of go over it with you and your team? Your dad, Derek, that's your dad's name, Derek, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Derek, Leon, your manager, your 258 management to kind of build the rest of the year, the rest of 2025, going into 2026. Have you got a plan in mind?
There is some stuff that we've been discussing. Naturally, defending the title would be nice. It's good to win a title. It feels better to defend the title. So that should be on the horizon. And then hopefully push for European early next year would be good. So yeah, it's just a matter of defending the title or having an opponent who helps me level up, bring something to the table, and then move on from there, man, to hopefully European honors, and then see what happens.
And then go for the world, the big one, finally.
At some point, that would be a great part of the plan, and we've been working towards it, and it's looking we're heading in the right direction. But I just don't like to say too much stuff about the future.
That's fair. At least when you win that belt, you can keep the belt rather than having to give it back. I didn't know that. That's really interesting, how to give the belt back
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah,
guys.
yeah. That's a fun fact for the people.
You got to take all the photos in it, swap outfits, to make the
Yeah,
most out of
yeah.
it.
Take
Which I imagine you've been doing, right?
Yeah, take it to every family member you know. You know what I mean? Get every get every picture that you can and then return it back. But I've experienced this already because when I had the English title, it was a um similar process. So it's just part of it, man. But the facts don't change. I am the British champion, whether I have the belt in my possession or not.
Collecting all the Infinity Stones on the way up. But is it nice now being British champion? You can kind of call the shots a little bit more. You have a little bit more rite of passage.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I'm expecting to be in co-main events now. This is the plan. This is the next stage of the journey. I've had my prospect section. I've had my he's a YouTuber section. He should fight Tommy section. Um, English title, which is a reputable belt. Like it's a hard belt to win. Most people can't win it, but it's still not doesn't carry that weight. So I went through that phase as well. And now I'm at the stage where I'm established. Fought in Tottenham Stadium. It's a good amount of people in there actually as well when I was fighting. Building a good relationship with Spurs, as we know. Um, so I think it's that time just to break through and be recognized as that champion and not as a prospect.
No, certainly. Would you say you're a contender now? And then when you win the European, then you're a challenger for the world. Right now, you're in that contender stage.
Yeah, I would say I'm in a contender stage now where like I'm top 15 in the world with like three governing bodies. So anybody that is ranked in the top 15 can the champion can volunteer to fight them. So if you're in that section, then you're definitely a contender.
Oh, okay, I didn't know about the top 15, the challenger, or the world champion can say, okay, I'll pick that one, pick that one. Interesting.
Yeah, so you can pick anyone in the top 15 as a voluntary event.
Okay, nice, nice. There we go. Learning new things as we go on. Did you watch the Misfits show last weekend,
Yes, yes,
Friday?
I did. I did indeed. I did indeed.
Your overall thoughts on the show? Why are you laughing?
Hey, no, Real Moves is gonna be out soon.
Oh, is it because you don't want to say on here, but you want to say on Real Wills?
Real Moves, Real
Wait,
Moves
wait,
is
when
gonna
is
drop.
okay. Wait, hang on, pause, pause, pause. When
All
is the
right,
Real
cool.
Wills episode out?
Should be today. If it's not today, definitely tomorrow.
Okay, well, you can say what you think about the show, and I'll put this out
All
after the
right,
Real show.
all right, cool, cool, cool.
All right, so overall
Go
thoughts on
on,
the show,
back to what
Viddal.
you're saying. Overall thoughts. Okay, so I think it was a great card. I think it was a great card. I think it was well balanced. We had a amazing performance from Fox the G. Had a very exciting Survivor tag. Um, Joey made his return as well when he looked good. Too much showboating for me without the finish. You know what I mean? But good to see him back to winning ways. Who else? Who else did we have on there? Wakey Wines and Modine, which is good. Those fights are good because that's what keeps the industry the industry. You need those fights where you just got massive gloves on, both guys are just out of shape, trolling, personalities. You need it. So that's why I say the show is really balanced. Prospect, Dylan Price, crazy KO, shock upset. Amir Anderson done his thing, showing potential. Um, young, can continue to grow. So the fact that like all of this is happening in one card, that's a great card. That is a sign of a great card. This is balanced. This is actually completely balanced. And then what else is there? I'm trying to think. Hold on.
The
Who
co-main
else was
event, which I'm sure you and Leon loved watching.
the co-main event? Where
I've been seeing the tweets go out.
oh man. Justice should always be celebrated. That's what I would say. Justice should always be celebrated. We always celebrate justice. This time isn't any different. Why am I not going to celebrate it? And then obviously everyone will say, "Oh, you're gonna kick someone when they're down. It's bad karma. Everyone loses." Yes, it's true. It is true. But you're supposed to crush your enemy. I'm not supposed to preserve your feelings. That's not how it goes. Like once you're on the other side and something happens to you, it's for us to make fun of it. It's like it's just natural. Spurs, Arsenal. Spurs lose, Arsenal say, ha ha, Spurs, yeah, yeah, yeah. Arsenal lose, we go see you guys can't make the finals. Like I'm supposed to troll you. That's my time to do it. So this is our time to do it. And he just didn't perform. He didn't perform. The first time he has someone in front of him with a bit of experience, what happens? What happens? He looked like a challenger. He looked like the challenger in there. He actually looked like the challenger. I mean, yeah, justice was served, man. Because he's been walking around parading to be this guy, and he wants calling out Ben Whitaker and calling me out and calling out Leon and calling out everyone, Carl Froch and my guy. Come on. What is going on, bro? Whatever he eats, I don't want none. Whatever he drinks, I don't want none. Whatever supplements he takes, I don't want them because it's creating delusion, severe delusion. But yeah, shout out to Ty Mitchell, the new champion. You know, brilliant performance. Realized that Idris had no answers. Hit the PK humble in front of him at the end of the first round. You know what I mean? Idris is saying he got stopped early. It wasn't early. It was 22 unanswered punches. I don't know when that was ever been classed as early. But anyway, main event was another great fight. The two Darrens going at it. Darren Stewart is tough, man. Tough, resilient, kept coming. I can see him having some good fights. Till showing his boxing ability. I think he was surprised by the toughness of Darren Stewart. He was hitting him with some good punches, dropped him early, thought that maybe he would lose some resistance, but he kept coming. And then the final punch of the fight, beautiful. Turns him, head through the ropes, referee's not there, bang, have that. And then Stewart just gets up from it. Crazy. Literally like a Terminator. Great personalities. Perfect main event for Misfits. Perfect main event. Two quality fighters, different stages of life, scrapping. Great.
It's good for Misfits and Mams now. Now Mams knows, okay, if we want a really tough person, ex-UFC fighter, we can rely on Darren Stewart, and then Darren Till just builds a star even more. So it worked out pretty correctly, especially the knockdowns as well. I mean, when I saw Stewart go down in the first round, I was like, okay. And he was wobbling even towards the end of the round. I thought, okay, is it going to go long? And then
Yeah.
I went to the back to do an interview, and I came back out, and it was still going on. I was very surprised. So yeah, shout out to Darren Stewart indeed. What did you think of Fox and Walid?
Fox, man. He's wow. What a performance, man. Walid definitely underestimated him. He thought I've been in there with Dean. I've been in there like with the best. Yeah. You're inexperienced. You're a kid. He's being spent too much time being racist. That's what happens when you spend too much time being racist. You're focused on the wrong things. You're so busy being racist that you're not even deep in man's gonna come in there and bang you up. Like, come on, like get with it. Spent too much time doing that. Underestimated him. Fox is hungry, young, fearless, and he took it to him, man. He didn't just outpoint him. He took it to him. He outboxed him in when he wanted to. He outfought him when he wanted to. And I feel like he's so young as well. So it's like, do you rush him into the higher part of the division with the champion? Because Walid is the higher part of the division. So do you throw him into a title fight or do you let him fight someone like Joey, Joey Knight, or maybe Andrew Howson? Or what do you do? You have to kind of build him, man. Give him a chance because he's young, got so much to learn. And if he continues to progress at this rate, he could transition over to traditional boxing by 22.
Oh, you really think that?
Based on that last performance, by 22, 23, if he said, all right, I've used Misfits basically as my amateur career, and then, but just doing it professionally and getting paid and just doing it on that side, and then say, you know what, let me come over to this side. If he keeps improving at that rate, he can do that.
Does Fox G beat Campbell Hatton if Fox does four more fights?
For more fights, I don't know. I don't know. We have to see if he can keep improving as much as he has in his. Was he only had two fights?
No, he had one in Dubai. He said
Yeah,
he had two in Misfits. So
three
he had three
fights.
fights in about, I think Fox had like about three amateur fights as well or something.
Okay, so I'm not sure about that, but based on that last performance, man, this guy can get there.
Going off Dean's last performance against Puliarif at the Branrose show, and then Fox's last performance against Walid, how do you see Fox and Dean going?
Brooks and Dean would be a good fight, but uh, Dean's a bit experienced. It's a bit too experienced, I
Bit too
think, right
soon, you're
now.
saying.
Say again?
You're saying a bit too soon.
Yeah, a bit too soon. Bit too soon. Well, why do that now? Because then potentially you take it L to him, then you got to wait for him to pass, and then you come through after, and then you could have just waited and got him once.
Hmm. Interesting. We'll see. It'll be interesting how
Yeah.
the matches that Mams makes in the near future. What did you make of Darren Till facing off with KSI after the fight? Not really facing off, but just talking after the fight and Darren Till calling him out.
I mean, it's a good fight. It's a good fight, but it's just not one that JJ needs. It's one that Darren Till needs. You know what I mean? JJ doesn't need that fight. He doesn't. He just needs to fight Jake, man, and be done with it. That's it. He just needs to fight Jake and be done with it. There's always going to be new challenges. There's always going to be someone who someone else says, yeah, I'm credible, I'm worthy. I'm not saying Darren Till's not a worthy opponent based on his fighting ability and his credentials in fighting, but I'm just saying, based on coming over to this side, why should you get to take down the king?
Hmm.
You,
Okay.
you, like you shouldn't do that. Like Misfits is JJ's company. You're coming to my company to fight. So that's your opportunity. You're not gonna get to fight me as well. I'm gonna supposed to fight Jake. That's literally how I feel the approach should be to Darren Till's call out.
So as of right now, do you think KSI beats Jake Paul?
As of right now, can't say. I can't say. I can't say. Um, I'm always gonna back JJ to win the fight. I always believe that he has one punch that can end anyone at any time. He's been out the ring for a bit. Jake's fighting soon. We'll see what Jake brings to the table. And once JJ's hand recovers, we'll see how he's going as well. But I can't predict that fight now.
In fight week, that's when we get a prediction from yourself. You and Leon have been rather vocal about KSI's coaches. Just you by yourself here. Your thoughts on KSI's coaching situation?
Oh, I can't say bare about it because I'm not involved in it enough. A lot of it's speculation. But I'm just going off what I have seen, and I just think that, man, there's not a lot of care there. There's not a lot of care. They do train hard. I believe they put him through his paces. He's super fit. He's always going to be ready for war. But in terms of the care, I think that's the bit where it's hard to have that if your relationship wasn't built from that place. You know what I mean? And I think sometimes that's important to have the way my relationship with JJ, Leon's relationship with JJ came about. It was different energy. The energy was just completely different to when Shoot Fighters came on board. So I just think he needs to look at the opponents he's been facing, um, check his style, and then decide if he's in the right place or not.
Do you see KSI retiring from here? Like getting to the stage where Jake's kind of got too far ahead, taking too many fights, and KSI hasn't fought for ages. So KSI just goes back to music and doesn't box again and just stays a promoter. Is that the way you're seeing it happening?
Um, I know JJ will fight if he can get a fight that he thinks is worth his time, and that's obviously a fight that's worth his time. So,
Mm.
if that can materialize, there's no way JJ is gonna say I'm not fighting anymore. No way.
If you were KSI's coach, would you let him fight at 190 pounds against Jake Paul?
It's hard for me to say because I don't see JJ at his weights anymore. So I don't know how he will look at 190 or how he looks at 180 compared to 190, 185 compared to 190. I don't know what that looks like anymore. So I don't feel like it's something I can comment on.
I'm just looking now. So you fought Logan Paul at 193 and a quarter pounds back
Yeah,
in 2019.
right. And we know that he had to eat a lot and build up to be 193. It was hard for him to put the weight on. Um so but then that was years ago. I don't know how his body's changed now. We've all got older as well. He might naturally carry more size, carry more weight. So it's hard to say. We'd have to just have to see how he performs at that weight in the gym and then be able to know if he's effective.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see in the near future. I reckon he'll box again, but my
Yeah,
personal opinion, I don't know if it'll be this year. It might be early next year with his hand and all those ongoing issues. Let's read this though. Before I let you go, a couple more people I do want to mention. Your friend Wade has been
yeah,
doing
yeah.
very, very well recently, doing the deal with the Ring magazine, hosting press conferences. It's very, very good to see. He'll probably fight again this year, I'm guessing. Do you reckon he beats HS TikkyTokky? Does Wade Plem beat HS TikkyTokky?
You think Wade's gonna fight again? I don't know if he's gonna fight again, man. I don't know if he's gonna fight again. This whole new deal with Ring Magazine, he's occupied, man. He is busy. Nah, he is. He's busy. He's busy. He's everywhere. He's traveling the world,
I know
all
Viddal, but
different.
boxing is a very addictive sport. Once you win once, you want to fight again.
Yeah, but then if you're busy and you can't dedicate properly to it, then as much as you might want to do it, you something has to give, right? So I don't know, but if Wade fights HS TikkyTokky, if he's been training still since his fight, yes. If he hasn't trained, then it's a difficult one for him because he has to catch up. So because he's playing catch up, he has to put more time in.
I'll
But
send,
yeah,
I'll send BJ Flores a text and ask him what's going on. I know BJ would love to get him back in the ring. And he'll be like, he'll give me an update on all his training in great
because he
detail.
had a great debut, great debut, and he's got so much to work with. It's just whether he's thinking, yeah, let me work on this, or oh my god, like I'm traveling the world and doing what I'm out here to do.
We'll see. We'll see.
So we'll
Hopefully,
see.
Wade's become a big star. And one last big star I do want to mention, who you trained before, is Anison Gibb. Do you see him
Come on.
boxing this year, or is he going to sit out on the sideline for
Nah,
his incredible opponent? And then
nah. Gibbs done with these guys, man. Gibbs done with these guys. He cleaned up his scene. He cleaned up his weight division. He's done it. It's like it's complete. It's complete. Like there's no one that's gonna give doesn't gain anything from fighting anyone. Everyone just gains from fighting him. That's not the situation that he likes. He likes to know, okay, I'm taking this. I'm taking your company. I'm taking your belt. I'm getting something. Not just to be out here giving people opportunities. That's not how I give those things. So unless that something serious happens and there's a big change, he won't be back in.
he's done then, huh?
I think so. I think so. When I talked to him, he said, listen, no one's talking. No one there's no challenges out there
But
for me.
Gibbs knowing Viddal to stay out the ring for 2 years, and then when something pops up, he'll get back in there. I reckon he'll have a few years out and then come back in when something eventually happens. I mean, is he still training?
We'll see. He's always training.
Oh, okay, well there you go then. That's a positive.
He's always training. That's a lifestyle. That's a lifestyle for him. It's a lifestyle.
Yeah, healthy lifestyle indeed. But yeah, my prediction for Gibb is he won't fight for a year and a half, and then something will pop up that will be kind of worth his time in his mind, and then he'll come back. But one person I do want to mention who's helped, I guess, both our careers a lot is Christian Mundo.
Yeah, come on. Shout
He's,
out to
he's helped you a
Christian,
lot of
man.
well, my YouTube as well, but your YouTube especially as well, all behind the scenes. How much of an
He's the
impact has he
guy.
made?
Yeah, no, he's the guy, man. Christian's my guy, man, for real. Not even just from a perspective of editing and his skill set. His skill set is obviously great. But no, he's just a cool guy, man. I call him my little brother, but he don't like it, but it don't matter. I'm still calling him that.
You older than him?
Yeah, yeah. By about what 5 years, maybe
How
four
old are you?
years. 27.
27. Oh yeah, he's like 24. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, okay, makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Before I go, anything else coming up in the next few weeks? Back to training? Or you
Next
on
few
holiday?
weeks, yeah, obviously we'll get back in the gym. We'll get back in the gym. Until there's a date, we'll just stay practicing, stay busy. Maybe a holiday, we'll see. But most importantly, Europa League final, mate. That's what's coming up.
You gonna do a
So
live watch along for that on your channel?
I'm probably gonna go. They're doing a live watch along in the stadium.
What, your channel or
So
like for someone else's channel?
no, for the club, like Tottenham Football Club,
Oh,
are
you're gonna be on the
doing
official Tottenham Hotspur live watch along.
like no. In the stadium, they're selling tickets for everyone to watch on the screens in the stadium. So
Oh,
it's like go.
you're not gonna go to it though.
I might go to it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like a match day, but then at kickoff, you're just watching the screen.
So the final is not in Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We're gonna go to Tottenham
No.
Hotspur Stadium to watch it on the big screen. Why don't you just go to the final though? Surely you can get tickets. You got a few connections,
Oh man, it's
drinks.
too late. Man. It's too short. It's too late notice now, man. It's too late notice now. It was on my mind, and then it's just it creeped up on me, man. So I'm gonna go to the ends and watch it in the stadium with the people, and I might do a vlog there, and hopefully, we get the dub.
Will you message KSI mocking it, saying that Tottenham had a better season than Arsenal if you do win?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, if you end the season with a trophy, you had a better season.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
That's how I look at it. Yes, you performed better throughout the season, but you officially have a worse season because when it comes back to 24, 25, cabinet empty. If it's 24, 25 Spurs trophy, better season. So let's hope, man, that happens.
Yeah, it'd be pretty funny. You'll be on WhatsApp busy the next day. It's either really, really good or really, really bad in terms of the message you'll be receiving on your phone after you send all those memes out.
Yeah, there's no middle ground. There's no middle ground. It's either yes or no, mate. That's it.
Yeah, breaking point. Well, Vidal, thanks for coming on the Zoom. I know you're busy, so I do really
Thank you, bro.
appreciate it. You're an OG of the channel as well. I think we did an interview when I was on like 800 subs as well back in the day. So yeah, thank you very much as
Hey,
always.
how many
I
how many you on now?
think like 129,000.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm like, yeah, if you're in the first 1,000 subs, if you do anything in the first 1,000 subs, you're OG. So yeah, calm.
Awesome. Well, thanks very much, Vidal. I always appreciate it.
All right, love Fred.